Hi guys, welcome to more Bible stories. The first story we're starting off with tonight is Jesus is the Good Shepherd. See the picture? It's got a lot of sheep and this is a shepherd. Alright. Jesus told many other stories to let the people know how much God loved them. One day he talked to them about shepherds. Anyone who goes into the sheep pen by climbing over the wall instead of walking through the gate must be up to no good, he said. Thieves and robbers climb over walls, but the shepherd who looks after the sheep will go in through the proper gate. When he calls the sheep, they know his voice. They feel safe and they follow him. Jesus went on to tell the people, many of whom kept sheep and knew a lot about them, that the sheep will follow a shepherd they know. He calls them by name and leads them out of the pen. He goes ahead of them and they follow, he said. Then he added, sheep will never follow a stranger. They will run away from someone whose voice they do not recognize. I am the good shepherd, Jesus said. The good shepherd will be prepared to die for his sheep. Someone who is looking after the sheep just as a job will not love them like that. If he sees a wolf coming, he will leave the sheep and run away. Then the wolf will be able to attack the flock and harm them. But the good shepherd, the true shepherd who knows and loves the sheep, will not leave them. I will not leave you. All right, here's our next story for tonight. The Good Samaritan. Here's one of the pictures. Something bad happened to him. But then, towards the end of the story, somebody rescues him. So let's see what happened. Jesus was very popular, and crowds of people always gathered to listen to him teach. This made some of the other religious leaders jealous. They wanted to get rid of Jesus and tried to trick him by asking difficult questions. What do I have to do to live forever? Asked one leader. You know God's law, smiled Jesus. What does it tell you to do? It says, I must love God with all my heart and strength and mind, answered the man. It says, I must love my neighbor too, but who is my neighbor? Let me tell you a story to help you understand, replied Jesus. One day, a Jewish man set off on a journey from Jerusalem to Jericho. On the way, some robbers jumped out and beat him. They stole his clothes and money and left him to die. A little while later, a priest came by, but when he saw the body covered with blood, he quickly hurried on his way. Priests were not supposed to touch dead bodies, and he didn't want to take any chances. Next, a man who worked in the temple came along. He too saw the wounded man. There must be robbers on this road, he cried in alarm, and off he hurried too. Finally, a Samaritan came along. Now, Jewish people and Samaritans did not like each other, but when the Samaritan saw the injured man, he hurried over to help him. He cleaned his wounds, covered him, and lifted him onto his donkey. Then he took him to an inn. An inn is like a temporary place you stay for the night. The next day, when the Samaritan had to continue his journey, he went to see the innkeeper. Look after this man while I am away, he told him, handing over a bag of coins. When I return, I will pay any extra that is owed for his care. Jesus looked at the leader who had questioned him. Which of the three people in the story was a good neighbor? The Samaritan, admitted the man. Then go and try to be like him, said Jesus. So basically, Jesus was trying to say that everyone's our neighbor. I mean, if you want to love other people, you should help everybody because everybody is your neighbor. He said, who is my neighbor? And he showed a guy that was helped by somebody who was a good neighbor. So everyone's your neighbor. The next stories for Friday are going to be the big dinner party and the lost sheep and lost coin. Alright? Hope you guys have a good night. Let's find the prayer. Here's a prayer for somebody that may have had their birthday today. You can use it on a day you have your birthday. These candles on my cake, I blow them out, a wish I make. To this wish I add a prayer. Please, God, be with me everywhere. Alright, hope you guys have a good night, and thank you for attending. Love you guys. God bless.